Hi, welcome to TNPSC Radio. Now we are going to talk about Unit 3 Executive. This is in Political Science 12th, Unit 3 Executive. So before going deep into the executive lesson, we'll just see what is hereditary monarchy. Hereditary monarchy is in place in countries like Japan, Thailand, UK, in these countries. So in India, what do we have? We have a republic government. Okay, republic. We are a republic state, not a republic government. We are a republic country, republic state. So who is a head? Who is a constitutional head of our state? Is president. Okay, what are the other controls he has? He is actually the head of the constitutional wings of the state. What are the constitutional wings? Legislative, executive, judiciary, and armed forces. So now we'll get into a fact. Council of Ministers are collectively and individually responsible to both the houses of the parliament. Earlier in the second lesson, we saw that cabinet ministers are responsible to the Lok Sabha, collectively and individually. So now we'll go into the next point, electoral college. What is the electoral college? The persons who are eligible to vote in the election of president is comes under the president's electoral college. So electoral college, it will be containing the members of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and again it will be containing the members of the state legislative assembly who are elected members, not nominated members. So who cannot participate in the president's election? MLC, members of legislative council, state legislative council cannot participate. The nominated members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha cannot participate, and the union territories, state legislative assembly, they can participate. Those who are elected, they can participate, but nominated cannot participate. So which are all the union territories who have who can take part in the presidential election? Delhi, Puducherry, and newly formed Jammu and Kashmir, UT. So what is the kind of voting taking place in presidential election? It is proportional representation plus preferential voting. What are the other votings? What are the other elections in which the same combo works out? It is Rajya Sabha election, legislative council election, presidential election, and vice presidential election. These are the four elections in which the proportional representation system is made use. Then who is going to give oath to the president? The Chief Justice of India. In his absence, the senior most judges of the Supreme Court. Okay, so regarding immunity of the president, there are two kinds of immunity he enjoys. One is in civil case and the other is in criminal case. In case of criminal case, he enjoys complete immunity, and in case of civil case can be filed against the president provided it is filed after giving 2 months notice period in written to the president. Now we'll go into the impeachment. So impeachment is done as per Article 61. Before going to impeachment, we'll first go through the other articles which talks about the president and his powers. First of all, Article 52. Article 52 states about says that this we shall have a president. That is one thing. That president should be proposed by 50 electors, not persons, 50 electors, and also should be seconded by 50 electors. This is Article 52. So what is Article 53? Article 53 states that president enjoys executive power. He is executive power. He enjoys executive power in the union, and he can make use of this power in either a direct or indirect way. This is the second thing. What does indirect way means? That means he can depute a governor at times of president rule. That means he is he is using his power indirectly through governor. Next thing is 56. 56 talks about term of the president, that is 5 years, and Article 58, it talks about the eligibility of a president. So he should be 35 years of age. What is the eligibility of the Rajya Sabha member? It is 30 years. What is the eligibility of governor? It is 35 years. Okay, so citizen, he should be a citizen, and he should be eligible to become a Lok Sabha member. These are the qualifications. And again, if I talk about vice president should be eligible to become a Rajya Sabha member. If I talk about president, he should be eligible to become a Lok Sabha member. Okay, then we go to the next point. As Article 61 talks about the impeachment. So what is the impeachment process? Impeachment process to happen, there should be some reason behind. That should be a reason that the strong reason that the president has violated the constitution. That means impeachment can be initiated against the president. So how can this be done? See, 1/4 of the total members of the house should sign the resolution to initiate the impeachment, and to complete the impeachment, 2/3 of the, there should be a special majority. 2/3 of the total members of the house should pass the impeachment thing. So this is this again should be continued there also, even in the other house also. It should again start with 2/3 of the support of the members of the house, and then the impeachment process gets completed. And also the president it is an option for the president to either be present or not present during the impeachment happening in the house. It is not compulsory that the president has to be present. And next we are going into, okay, president's office never be vacant. That means what? See, president office, suppose if the president term is getting over, then until the next president is elected, the current president will be continuing the presidentship. That means if suppose the president is absent, then who will take over the presidentship is that vice president. If even vice president is absent, then Chief Justice of India will fill up the space. If he is also absent, then any other senior judge in the Supreme Court will take over the job. But if the president is vacant, then the already sitting president will be taking care of the office up to the new president gets elected. So that means president office will never become vacant. The president can suspend any law, dissolve ministry and legislatures for a specified period. Next we go to absolute veto, suspensive veto, pocket veto and qualified veto. What is absolute veto? The president says, no, I cannot accept this bill. That is absolute veto. What is suspensive veto? No, I cannot accept this bill. You please reconsider this bill. So I am sending this bill back. That is called suspensive vote. What is pocket veto? Simply the president remain unanswered about the bill. That is called pocket veto. What is qualified veto? See, suppose the president is actually returning the bill, and he is returning for reconsideration. At that point of time, the total number of votes in the lower houses, say Lok Sabha, the total number of votes that was gained earlier is now, actually the total number of votes now gained is greater than the earlier support. That means more number of people are now wanting for the bill. In that case, the president has to give assent. This is called qualified veto. And now let us go into the powers of the president. What is his legislative power, executive power, judicial, financial, emergency and miscellaneous. So legislative power means, see, appointments actually comes under legislative power, but nominations comes under executive power. That is one thing. Now defense, if the president is influencing his power in case of defense, then it comes under executive power. That is second. Then the administrative proceedings of the both the houses are taking place under his name only. So this is again executive power of the president only. Then if suppose he want to bring to the attention of the ministers some serious issue, then the president can do that. That is his executive power. These are all the executive powers. Then running of the union territories is also again his executive power. That is his direct executive power. Running of the administration in union territories and also in scheduled areas, both are coming under his control only. So he can this is completely his executive power. Now let's go into the legislative power. Legislative power, giving assent to a bill, as I told already, making nomination, that is though it is a kind of appointment, it is not coming under executive power, it is coming under legislative power. So causing presentation in the parliament, some reports are coming, no, those reports are tabled to the parliament by the president, and these are also coming under legislative power. Then making appointment of the presiding officer, pro tem speaker is appointed by the president in the Lok Sabha, that is his legislative power. Then allowing extension, modification or abrogation of law in case of ports and aerodromes. Then exercising absolute veto power over state legislation in certain cases. Okay, state legislation, how can he president exhibit his power? That can be done when the governor is actually reserving the bill for the consideration of the president. Once the president is convinced about the bill, then only he can pass a bill. If not, if he is saying no, then it is a no only. Even the state, if it is passing for the second time, it is not valid, because once if the president says no, then that is a no only. And but he can actually send it for reconsideration, and again the governor can again send it back to the legislative assembly for reconsideration, which the amendments can be made and then sent back to the president for assent. And if again the president is denying it, it is once for all denied only. So such a absolute veto power the president is enjoying even over the state legislative assembly bills. Allowing extension, modification or abrogation of law in case of ports and aerodromes. Okay, so in the case of ports and aerodromes, extension, modification, abrogation of law is done under this is done as per the legislative power of the this power is coming under the legislative power of the president. Actually, it sounds like the executive power, but it is coming under legislative power because it is dealing with the abrogation of law, not about any executive happenings. It is just dealing about the law in case of ports and aerodromes. When we read for the first time, we'll feel like executive power. Okay, now we'll dive into the financial power. Financial power, we have causing two things. Wherever you see the word finance, you should immediately remember two things. One is money bill and the other one is budget. Everything will be coming around these two terms only. So passing the budget, causing presentation of the causing the presentation of the budget in the parliament, and again introduction of money bill. Definitely it needs his prior permission. So again allowing determination of share of states in the proceeds of income tax. That means what? Setting up finance commission. That is what here they are talking about. Okay, so setting up a finance commission, these are all coming under the financial powers. So what is judicial powers? See, suppose if the president is getting some doubt in some judicial proceedings, then he can actually refer the question of law to the Supreme Court to clarify him on as per what the constitution says. You please clarify it to me. This is what the president will be requesting, and the Supreme Court after proper consideration, it will be sending its judicial opinion regarding the same. So this kind of power is judicial power, and again the most important power, judicial power, is granting death pardon, which is not even enjoyed by the governor, but the president can very easily grant a cancel a death sentence given to a citizen. So he appoints the Chief Justice of India and other judges of Supreme Court and also High Court, not only Supreme Court but also High Court. And next comes the emergency power. Emergency power, everybody knows all the three emergencies is happening based on after his assent only. So miscellaneous power, as I told, any advisory opinion they can ask to Supreme Court. This actually comes under judicial power also. And setting up of, okay, in the book it is given only under the miscellaneous power. So this is not under judicial power. Reference of any matter of public importance to the Supreme Court for advisory power is coming under miscellaneous power. It is not coming under the judicial power. So setting up foreign official language commission, making special regulations for the administration of state of Jammu and Kashmir, now it is no more, and making special rules and regulations for the administration of scheduled and tribal areas.